I think what these student protesters are really doing is exposing U.S. empire and the sheer ugliness of U.S. empire. The U.S. is Israel's colonial metropole and guarantor, and not the other way around. Ultimately, it's the U.S. that holds all the power when it comes to Israel, and Israel is simply an extension of U.S. power and U.S. imperialism, and also Western imperialism at large. There's so much for me to really reflect on when it comes to the US, but something that I'm always reminded of is the sheer danger of quote unquote Christian Zionism, which is where modern political Zionism originated from, and is what my friend and colleague Walid is currently tackling. And we're working to really tackle this perspective and this notion and this idea of Israel and Palestine being a conflict between quote unquote Muslims and Jews, when really it's not. It is a conflict against all Palestinians, including Palestinian Muslim Christians, Jews, Samaritans, and so many other religious groups within Palestine. And Zionists and colonizers at large have historically used divide and conquer tactics to divide Palestine's diverse communities, such as the Druze or the Baha'i. And that's ultimately the ugliness that comes with not just colonialism, but settler colonialism in general. And the price of a Palestinian's blood is always going to be worth less than an Israeli woman's tears, which is my own version of a quote that I heard before. And there's really so much more to say, but I do have hope for the younger generation in particular. That's what I'll say. I think that I see my purpose as really kindling the flames to go forward and to not just assist my generation, but also the young generation that comes after us to really free Palestine. As Bobby Sand said, our revenge will be the smiles of our children. And ultimately, that's what I truly believe in. Our Palestinian elders teach us sabr, samad, and tawakkul, patience, steadfastness, and trust, particularly trust in God. And I take those lessons and I go forward, generation until liberation. The finish line is near, and I think that young people all over the world just have a lot of optimism for them, especially kids and teenagers. I'm a teacher, and I've taught young kids, and just seeing their perspectives and their sense of moral intuition and their intelligence, I think that tomorrow is going to be a better world. I'm honestly very, very optimistic.